Hi, my name is Asia, and I'm a lesbian woman who sometimes questions her gender identity. While I mostly feel aligned with girlhood, I loathe the limitations that are often placed on my gender, the supposed tos and the should nots. I want to introduce you to this manga about a non-binary high schooler called Love Me for Who I Am. This story begins with a non-binary high schooler named Mogumo. This story begins with a non-binary high schooler named Mogumo leaving a handwritten note on a wishing tree. Mogumo wishes to have friends that understand them. A fellow student named Iwaoka suggests that Mogumo try working at a unique maid cafe that his sister owns. The cafe brands itself as boys dressed in maids' outfits, which doesn't exactly align with Mogumo's gender identity, so although it's an exciting offer, it may not work out. One thing notable about Mogumo is that they are very steadfast in their identity. Although others get confused, they clearly understand themselves and his non-boy or girl gender. I found this book a few years ago in my local Barnes & Noble. I was so surprised, but they low-key had a queer section of manga. Immediately, I was enthralled by the unique topic. As a member of the LGBTQ, I seek out queer representation. I think representation goes a long way in society, so I think it's important to highlight a story like this. Another notable thing about this manga is that it opens up the opportunity to show other queer, LGBTQ, and gender nonconforming characters. You have men, both gay and straight, working at the Maids Cafe, which is owned by a trans woman. This story generally begins very lightheartedly and gets a bit heavier as it goes on. Of course, Mogumo does not exist in a vacuum of open-mindedness and acceptance like at the Maid Cafe. Things with their parents reflect the same hesitation towards queer themes that reflects real life. Love Me for Who I Am is the first explicitly queer manga I've ever read. As avid readers know, a lot of manga has queer suggestions sprinkled throughout it. I think this manga is good for anyone to read and learn more about the non-binary identity. So this manga series is one of the reasons why I think I may be non-binary. When I read it, I was overcome with feelings of joy and being understood. I wasn't sure if I felt joy for the character or myself, but I definitely felt like Mogumo had the ideal avatar. A male at birth living out their life as neither a boy or girl and dressing hyper-femininely. A part of me wanted to be them. However, I enjoy and find comfort in many aspects of my current identity as a cisgendered woman. My feelings could be chalked up to being joyful that my non-conforming gender ideologies are being expressed by someone other than myself. I feel alone in my love for androgyny and the non-conforming and my disdain for gender roles, so this manga makes me feel validated and seen. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know if you want to see more like it.